Have you ever had to go do a job in the most disgusting occupied residence? What do you do in that particular situation? Folks, let's go ahead and look at a video exposing how somebody's living. And the first thing that I want to say before we even get started with this is I hope there ain't no kids up in there, but there probably are. I'm going to be honest, my stomach's already turning. Let's run it. My God, look at this kitchen.
It's not like working for some of the rooms and like the plug-ins.
Oh my God. So I'm pretty sure that the resident homeowner, whoever, it's definitely not a homeowner, resident, renter. I don't know if this is an apartment or if this is some house that somebody is renting. But this is absolutely atrocious. Not sure if these are maintenance mans, repair people, but clearly when they walked in the front door, they had the right idea. Go ahead and pull out the phone and start recording this nonsense. How can somebody live like this? The crazy thing is there's lots of people who live just like this. And I think that the resident is complaining about a light not working, a switch not working, something with the electrical. But clearly whoever's got the phone out ain't worried about none of that. Look at those countertops. Looks like we've got the breaker box open. That's the smallest breaker box I've ever seen. Oh my God. It looks like all they've been doing on that stove is cooking bacon. I mean, that's a fire waiting to happen. Look at all that caked up grease right there. That has never been cleaned. Can you bring that back? Do I have any cleaning people here? I used to have an apartment cleaning business. Never saw a stove look that bad before in my life. Is that cleanable, or do you just got to go ahead and throw that out and replace it? This entire unit, let's just go ahead and call it that because it's probably an apartment or a rental house. This entire thing needs to be condemned and rehabbed. This is bad. Look at that. Look at the roaches. We're seeing 2 or 3 right there, but you got to know that there is an infestation. And look at the floor. I want to run this back just to bring it back just a couple of frames. You can barely see it right here. But I was reading some comments on this video, and it was funny, actually. Somebody said that dustpan's the cleanest thing in that room, and that's true. That looks like a brand new dustpan that ain't never been used. Folks, they got an air fryer sitting on top of the microwave, sitting on top of that little table that looks like it's ready to collapse, and there ain't nothing but grease all over them damn walls. Look at the floors, man. This is bad. Like, what the hell used to be right there? What is that? Man, they must have moved something. And can you imagine walking through this place with your bare feet? Could you imagine children being in this? I mean, this is CPS right here. This is Child Protective Services all day needs to get involved if there's kids up in here. And I think I'm hearing kids in the background. Gosh almighty, man. Could you imagine what the inside of that refrigerator looks like? Cabinets, destroyed. You gotta redo this entire place.
It's not working in some of the rooms.
Okay, that's what they said. So they were saying that the circuit breaker wasn't working in some of the rooms. What if this is the owner, right? What if you're the landlord? People talk about that landlord special all day. What if this is the owner and this is how somebody's treating his property right here? Is this Section 8? I mean, not trying to stereotype, just calling it for what it is. Looks like they got food in the pantry. Whew. I can't get past that, man. You know what's on those countertops right there? It's probably roach doo-doo. Yeah, I wouldn't want no parts of this. Could you imagine what the inside of that refrigerator looks like? Could you imagine when these people get evicted because they need to be. Living like this, they need to be evicted. But could you imagine when you get this property back and you got to go in there and get this thing ready for the next person to come up in there? Can you even do it? You might have to tear this entire dwelling down and start over. You might want to just go ahead and set this joint on fire and start all over. Collect the insurance money. I hate to be talking about some scam type of stuff right here, but collect the insurance money and get out of this. This is horrible right here. But again, it brings up the question, you ever had to go into a place and perform, render services with a dwelling that looks like this? Can you refuse to render services if the place looks like this? Can you call the cops? Is this a crime? I don't mean to be making jokes, and I'm not. I'm literally trying to pose very insightful questions and things that could be debated here. I wouldn't want to go do no work up in there. And let's say it is an apartment and you are the maintenance man. Man, if they call you for something, you ain't got no choice. I believe you got to go up in there and fix it. But, with an apartment, I do believe that you have the ability, because I've never been a landlord, so I don't know. If there's any landlords in here, let me know what the landlord laws are. There's got to be some sort of protection for them. But you have a right to do a wellness check on your property or something like that, right? And if the property is not up to livable conditions, I do believe you can file for eviction because of that. But then again, you're filming in these people's residence, right? Without their consent. Are you justified and legally able to do so? Pretty crazy. Just wanted to share that with you guys. You let me know what you think. What would you do if you walked up into that situation? Would you grab the kids and be like, it makes you really want to put on the cape and be a hero. Tell that person, what the hell is wrong with you? How you living like this? Why are you a disgusting person? Maybe they don't even realize it. Maybe it just got a little out of hand and, maybe they were going to get around to cleaning. Could you imagine what that place looks like clean? Probably doesn't look a whole hell of a lot better than what it looks like right now. Crazy to think. Y'all let me know what you think of this. Hey, if you had to go in there and perform some work, what would you do? Do what you're getting paid to do or walk away? Hope y'all enjoyed this. I look forward to sharing more with you guys real soon. And until then, take care.